Alright, what I have today is a 2004 Chevrolet Tahoe with the AC concern where the AC only blows through the defroster. It won't come through the vent. So what I'm going to show you is two things. I'm going to show you how you can replace it. The thing that you need to replace is the blend door. But what I'm actually going to show you is how you can fix the problem, get your AC blowing out of the vents without even replacing the blend door. And I also go into how you can replace the blend door as well. So let me get my light adjusted. So the first thing you're gonna need to do, there's an AC duct that's right here. Okay, you simply pull it back, it'll fall down, and then I'll show you where the blend door is. Get my light. Okay, so alright, so just above this duct, there's a blend door. It sits right here. Okay. Now, I had to go back and redo the video because I actually removed the blend door already. But once I go further into the video, I'm going to show you exactly how I did it. It's going to sit right above this AC duct. You'll see it in the other portion of the video. All right, now there's a pin holding this AC duct in place. I got just a little clip tool that I'm going to use to pull it loose and get it out of the way before I start trying to remove the blend door actuator. So to show you, where are we at? Right. Where's the pin at? Right there. You see a little pin right there? Right there, just get up under it, pull it out. That simple. All right. And then you can just take that duct, move it to the side, give you easier access. All right, so one of the things I like to do is use the new product so I can orientate based on how it's set up, and I can figure out how to remove the old one. So this is the new one, and what I'm finding is there's two bolts. It's only two bolts. There's one here and one here. It's going to be a 5.5 millimeter bolt. So that's what I'm looking at taking loose. Once I get those two out, I can get that off. So this just to give me an idea of how it is, because it's actually sitting in here just like this. You can see the red connector. That's gonna go here. So this is the direction it's sitting in. So I know I gotta get the bolt that's sitting here, and the other one is down here. And that's 5.5 millimeters again. All right, so I'm gonna try to show you the bolts on the old one. All right. So see that gold bolt? That's right here. All right, and then there's another one just above this duct, right there. Okay, so you got one and two up there. Once I remove those two, I should pretty much be able to take the whole blend door out. All right, so what I'm going to be using to remove it is just a 1/4 inch ratchet. I have a small extension, and like I said, I got that 5.5 millimeter. I may need to switch it up a little bit throughout the process, but I'll figure it out and see which one will work the best. Okay. Let's see. Can't really see it, so I'm just gonna get a feel for it with my finger. Okay, so like I said, now I'm seeing that I need a little bit of a longer extension. So, see that there? Now I just got my little baby, what I call the baby. It's loose enough for me to get it on there and turn it by hand. And there we go, got the first bolt off. All right, the next one is gonna be up. Be a little bit harder to get to. This one I'm just using the extension without the baby. Like that. Well, it's a small bolt. I'm finding I can turn it by hand, so no need for the socket. There we go. Got the second bolt out. That's it. I'm just gonna wiggle it loose, and there we are. And then it's just a squeeze clip. That's it. And that's it. So we got the old blend door out. Try to crawl under here and give you a view of where the the blend door came out at, which is gonna be right there. And these are two things that you need to make a note of. Blurry, there we go. All right, so light in place. two things you need to make a note of. One, this lever here, and then the white one. See the white one right there, and then the lever there. Those are the two things you're gonna have to get lined up properly for the blend door to work. The white lever, you can see there's a little notch on the back side of it that has to be lined up in the device that's attached to the blend door. I'll show it to you in a minute, but just keep in mind that that piece that's connected to the blend door, you got to get it behind that white notch, and that's what turns the blend door and opens and closes it. I just want to show it to you. I'll show you it on the blend door. Okay, right here. So this is where you're gonna line the back side of that white notch. You can see here it's got the teeth just like the white one does. This is what turns it. And the other notch I was telling you about has to be lined up in this hole. So it goes back and forth here. All right, so the blend door turns it, opens and closes the door. You gotta line the white notch up with this. And this other one that I showed you has to be lined up here. All right, now here's the shortcut that I'm gonna take. I'm not gonna actually replace the blend door. I'm down here in Orlando, Florida. It's really, really hot, and I don't really care about the defroster. I just want my AC to blow out the way it needs to. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna crank up the car, turn on the AC. All right, my air is not blowing out right here. So what I'm gonna do, let's go underneath. And take a look. Those two things we just talked about earlier, just the white one, the black one. Okay, it's a very simple process. All you do is go to this white one, flip it. See how the air changed? So I want to make sure by reaching my hand up, seeing if the air is blowing from the vent. All right, it's not. So look at it one more time. I'm gonna flip it up. Okay, see that? Flipping it up. Reach it up. Okay. Now I'm gonna check with my hand. See if the air is blowing. There it is. Air blowing cold. All right. It's just a little hack of a way. Don't want to actually replace it or buy the blend door, just flip that little white switch up, and then you got your air coming out. Now with this, if you don't replace the blend door, you can't switch it from defroster to feed or anything else. This just allows you to have your AC working, which is all I care about at the moment. So there it is. I got it. You see, blowing cold. And that's the way to do it. Now I got AC blowing cold. Didn't have to replace the part. All I had to do is take the whole one out, flip that white switch that I just showed you up, and my AC blowing ice cold. If you do want to be able to switch it from the defroster to the feed to the vent, then you have to install the new blend door.